Yo 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 yo.
Jess Hilarious.
What's going on?
Charlamagne the God.
I don't even know why we did that just now, Red. I understand why, because nobody is here, okay? But that was pointless. Thank you, Brandon, for giving me the run of the show. I appreciate you, young Ghana. I go by the name of Charlamagne the God. Good morning! How y'all feel out there? I feel blessed, black, and highly favored. Happy to be here. Another day to serve our beautiful listeners. Fresh off the iHeartRadio Music Festival 2025. Okay, I landed last night around 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, back from Vegas. And we're here. And nobody else is. Okay? Envy, I think, will be back tomorrow. I don't know where Jess is. I don't know where Loren LoRosa is. But Mimi Brown will be up next with Front Page News. And I think we have a special guest. This is what we're doing today? I was told something else yesterday afternoon. He just told you? Okay. Well, Bobbi Brown will be joining us. Not Bobbi Brown, the R&B icon. Bobbi Brown, the founder of two major cosmetic companies. You know, she founded Bobbi Brown Cosmetics back in the day. Now she has Jones Road. But she has a new book, Still Bobbi, a masterclass in leading an authentic life. And she'll be here this morning to talk to us all about it, okay? So we got Front Page News coming up next. It's the world's most dangerous morning show, The Breakfast Club. Drop on the clues bombs for Glorilla, man. Watch Glorilla. I think that was my first time ever seeing Glorilla perform this weekend at the iHeartRadio Music Festival. She actually closed the festival. She was the last act to go on Saturday night. So that was fun to watch, man. Salute the Big Glow. It's time for Front Page News with Mimi Brown. Good morning, Mimi.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. How y'all doing this? Or how you doing, Charlamagne?
I am blessed, black, and highly favored. I would do NFL scores, but I don't care because the Cowboys got their ass kicked yesterday. So I don't care about nothing else that happened in the league. Not even a little bit.
Not even a little bit. Well, go Birds. I know you don't want to hear that.
Nope.
Go Birds.
So what we got in Front Page News?
Yep, we're going to start off this morning in Arizona, where tens of thousands packed State Farm Stadium for the funeral and public memorial of conservative activist Charlie Kirk. A 31-year-old activist, Turning Point co-founder, was shot and killed less than 2 weeks ago at a campus event in Utah. Now, President Trump, he headlined the service, calling Kirk a martyr for American freedom and vowing to award him the Presidential Medal of Freedom. At times, Trump slipped into campaign-style lines, but making it clear he treats his opponents differently than Kirk did. Let's listen to that message.
He was a missionary with a noble spirit and a great, great purpose. He did not hate his opponents. He wanted the best for them. That's where I disagreed with Charlie. I hate my opponent, and I don't want the best for them. I'm sorry. I am sorry, Erica. But now Erica can talk to me and the whole group, and maybe they can convince me that that's not right, but I can't stand my opponent.
You know what's so interesting about that? He said that at Charlie Kirk's memorial, but that's how some people feel about Charlie Kirk. Like that's the same rhetoric that the right was pushing back against last week when they were saying things like, how could y'all celebrate, his passing, which I don't condone, by the way, but that is exactly the same energy that he brought to the memorial by saying he don't care about his opponents.
Exactly.
What do you say? I hate my opponents. I don't want to see my opponents succeed.
I don't want to see them win.
I don't want to see them win. Jesus.
Yeah. All of the things. And so on the opposite spectrum of that, Kirk's widow, Erica, she delivered maybe the most emotional moment of the day, telling the crowd she forgives her husband's accused killer. Let's listen to that moment.
I forgive him. I forgive him because it was what Christ did and is what Charlie would do. The answer to hate is not hate. The answer we know from the gospel is love, and always love. Love for our enemies and love for those who persecute us.
And so she got a standing ovation after saying that she forgives her husband's killer. Vice President J.D. Vance, he also spoke, telling the stadium the day was not a funeral, but a revival, saying Kirk's death will spark a Christian awakening. Donald Trump Jr., he was also there. He urged supporters to carry the movement forward, saying when they took his life, 1 million more Charlies stepped up to fill the void. Other speakers included Kirk's pastor, Rob McCoy, Senior Trump advisors Stephen Miller, cabinet officials like Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth, the Health Secretary Robert F. Kennedy, and tech billionaire Elon Musk was also spotted alongside Donald Trump. They were sitting together. That's getting a lot of press this morning. And outside, the police say the line stretched for more than a mile, with some people turned away after the stadium hit capacity. Now, inside, Erica Kirk, now named CEO of Turning Point USA, promised her husband's work will continue and grow stronger. And also, I think notable, Charlamagne, President Trump, he made a statement saying that there would be an announcement coming sometime today related to autism, something that Charlie Kirk reportedly was involved in. Some are saying he's going to talk about a cure to autism. So we'll have to stay tuned and hear what that's going to be.
You know, I always respect and wonder about people who have that type of strength that, Erica Kirk showed on up there, to forgive the killer of somebody that they love. But I don't know if I'm one of them. You know what I'm saying? I feel like forgiveness or not having forgiveness is probably like grief. It probably comes in waves. Like some moments you probably feel like, you forgive the person who killed somebody you love because you're supposed to. Yeah. But then I'm sure there's some days where you like F that person.
Yeah, especially because, good morning, Mimi. Especially because she got to look at their kids.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And have those conversations with their kids as they continue to ask questions for the rest of their lives now.
And I wonder, do you even give yourself an opportunity to really feel what it is you're feeling, or do you just default to forgiveness because that's what your Bible says you should do? That's what the Christian in you says you should do. It says you're supposed to forgive. But do you really feel that way?
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know if that's possible.
I don't know.
She says she felt every emotion that, a human person could feel.
I believe that.
Yeah, seeing what happened to her husband. So, I'm sure it goes in waves. Some days she's in, some days she's out, up and down, So.
Well,
all right, y'all.
What we got next hour, Mimi?
Coming up at 7, we'll tell you, inflation is hitting everybody in every state, but one state has a plan to fight back, and we'll tell you what state that is.
All right, we got more front page news next hour, but right now it's time for Get It Off Your Chest. If you want to call up and tell us why you're blessed, if you want to call up and tell us why you're upset, you can do that too, okay? 1-800-585-1051. It's the world's most dangerous morning show, The Breakfast Club.
The Breakfast Club.
Wake up, wake up. Wake your ass.
This is your time to get it off your chest. Whether you're mad or blessed, we want to hear from you on The Breakfast Club.
Good morning. Who's this?
Will.
Peace, Will. How are you, sir?
I'm from Kingston, South Carolina, bro. Been here spoke before.
King Street, what's happening? You know King Street right by Monk's Corner. I used to host at the nightlife nightclub in King Street back in the day.
I remember when you was at Z93, correct?
No, I was at Hot 98.9 then. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Whatever. But anyway, did you see the magistrates from Charleston have sentenced hundreds and hundreds of brothers to jail, and now he got himself in federal custody with children pornography? Did you see that?
I think I think that briefly did come across my feed. Yes, I think I saw something.
And this guy was one of the strictest magistrates here down in Charleston.
What's his name? What was the judge's name?
I saw it this morning on Channel 2 News. I forgot his name, but I was following it.
Hold on.
But that was one of the things I wanted to follow. But another thing I wanted to speak about.
James Gosnell Jr.
Okay, yeah, that's him.
Yep.
And one more thing quickly, Charlamagne. I know that it has been a minute since everyone was speaking about Damn up there. But, it's amazing how people is cooking on Damon Dash about his downfall. And I just want to say, that circle goes around, we never know where we're going to end up. So it's amazing how people just on him instead of being my brother keeper. Because, I've seen Wendy Williams cook people, blindside people, and never figured the day that she would have her downfall. So we got to be mindful how we throw bricks.
I think people also got to be mindful of how they throw bricks when they're down. Just because a person is down don't mean that they can't still kick you. Like people like to say don't kick.
Absolutely.
People like to say don't kick somebody when they're down. But what about when the person down still kicking? You know what I mean?
Well, I agree with you, but like I said, just be mindful, not to you, but just people. And I hope Damon comes back to where he needs to be, full circle, and just remember the things he has done, because we're all going to reap the seeds that we saw,
That is very true, my brother. Thank you for calling. Good morning. Get it off your chest. Who's this?
Good morning. This is Cash. I'm calling from D.C.
Peace, Cash from D.C. What's happening?
First of all, I just want to say that I listen to you all every day. I love you so much.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Doing what you're doing. So I wanted to say how blessed I am because I just turned 52. I fought and won against breast cancer, and life is good.
Congratulations, man. Look at God. Look at God.
To hear that.
Yes, thank you. And I have one. I'm sorry.
Oh, no, go ahead. What'd you say?
I was going to say I have one favor to ask of your listeners.
Okay.
My son is in the car with me right now. We're going to work together. And he's a super producer and artist in the DMV area. Can you have people follow him?
What's his name and what's his Instagram or whatever you want him to follow? Or his TikTok?
Thank you. It's his Instagram is Meezy SG. MEEZYSG.
That is incredible to hear a mom supporting their child's music.
I love my babies. They take such good care of me.
That's right. Are you also encouraging him to learn a trade? Just in case?
Oh, yeah. He just finished school for software development.
That's what I'm talking about. Okay.
Oh, yeah. We got it all covered.
Question, is the National Guard still in D.C.?
Yes, they are.
Okay.
I work downtown right up the street from the White House, and it's pretty terrible, Charlamagne.
What is terrible that the National Guard is still out there?
I'm a federal employee, and just the things that are going on are pretty terrible.
Absolutely. Well, I'm glad that you still have a job because Doge could have probably clipped you earlier this year. So the fact that you're a federal employee who still has a job, congratulations.
Absolutely. Thank you.
All right. Thank you for calling.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Get it off your chest. Call us right now, 1-800-585-1051. You can tell us why you're blessed, or you can tell us, what's bothering you this morning. It's the world's most dangerous morning show, The Breakfast Club.
The Breakfast Club.
I'm dialing. Hey, what you doing, man? I'm dialing.
Calling you. This is your time to get it off your chest, whether you're mad or blessed. 800-585-1051. We want to hear from you on The Breakfast Club.
Get it off your chest. Who's this?
Hi, this is Michelle from Mount Corner.
Hey, Michelle, calling from the crib. What's happening? 843 all day.
Yes, this is your neighbor, Charlamagne, Michelle.
What's happening, Michelle? Oh, Michelle, how are you, Michelle?
Yeah.
Oh, this like your real neighbor.
How Eric doing?
He's doing good. He's doing good. I've been trying for like a year to get through to talk to you.
What you mean? I done probably passed your house like 4 or 5 times going to see my mom.
Yeah. I just wanted to shout out my business if I could.
Yes, go ahead.
I'm an artist, a local artist in Charleston, trying to, go to other places. My Instagram is LaWanda's Creations. I'm at the Miller Gallery downtown Charleston, and I'm getting ready to participate in the Global Art Fair in North Charleston next month.
Wow, congratulations.
Yes, I'm excited.
Absolutely. I want to see some of your pieces, Michelle.
Yes, go to my Instagram page. It's all on my Instagram page. If anybody wants to follow me, you can follow me on Instagram and Facebook, LaWanda's Creations.
LaWanda's Creations. I'm following you right now.
Yes, thank you. We all proud of you, Charlamagne.
Thank you, Michelle. I appreciate you.
All right, you take care.
Absolutely. Peace. Get it off your chest. Who's this?
Good morning, Breakfast Club. This is Nicole Wallace calling from the St. Louis metro area. Today is a very special day. It is my sister's birthday. Her name is Katie Odie. I want to give her a huge shout out for her birthday.
Good morning, Katie Odie. Wasn't it Katie Odie?
Yes, Katie Odie.
Okay.
And I'm hoping that the Breakfast Club family can take a moment to bless my sister on her special day by going to her website, Phoenix Media and Books, and grabbing a copy of her book, Izzy's Almost Epic Day.
Izzy's Almost Epic Day.
Yes, Charlamagne.
Yes, ma'am.
We sent you a copy of her book. Can you please read it?
I will.
And let us know what you thought.
Absolutely. When I get it out, I will definitely read it. Izzy's Most Epic Day.
Yes, Izzy's Almost Epic Day. We sent it to you last November, so it's coming up on a year, so I'm hoping that it's somewhere.
If I ain't seen it,
I don't know. Send that again.
Yeah, if I ain't seen it yet, you might have to send that again. You know what? I'll order. It's on Amazon. Is it on Amazon?
Yes, or you can go to her website, please.
What's the website?
It's Phoenix Media and Books.
Phoenix Media and Books. All right, I'm gonna order a copy myself.
Yes, sir, please.
I will. Okay, thank you for calling.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, guys.
All right, we do it. Oh, I'm on it right now. Phoenix Media and Books. Yes, okay, we do that every morning. Get it off your chest. 1-800-585-1051. You can call up and tell us why you're blessed. You can call up and tell us why you're stressed. But Loren LoRosa, you got the latest coming up?
Yes, I do. Cardi B's Am I the Drama? You know, she just left from up here in a day, already platinum.
Dropping the clues bomb for Big Body, damn it.
The industry is in a tizzy right now over that, and we're going to talk all about why.
Okay, we'll talk about it when we come back. It's the world's most dangerous morning show, The Breakfast Club.
The Breakfast Club.
It's the world's most dangerous morning show, The Breakfast Club. Charlamagne the God, DJ Envy, Jess Hilarious. Oh, it's Monday. We just got back from Vegas last night. I landed at like 10-something. 10-something tonight. What time you landed, Lauren?
At I got here early, like 9:30.
Like 9:30.
Took you about 2 hours to get home.
Yeah, but at least we're here.
Exactly. We're alive and awake this morning. What am I here?
Well, salute to Envy and Jess. They on a vacation, but I'm talking about the rest of the production team. Why y'all not here? Okay, we were in Vegas too, and we landed late. Why y'all not here? Why y'all get to stay home, but we got to be here?
Some people are working remotely.
Oh, please. I can't tell. It's the latest. Time for the latest with Lauren.
Lauren becoming a straight fan. She gets them from somebody that knows somebody.
She gets the details.
I'm the homegirl that knows a little bit about everything.
She be having the latest on you.
The latest with Loren LoRosa.
Sometimes she have facts, sometimes she have details, sometimes she have a little bit of everything.
Well, it's the latest.
On The Breakfast Club.
Talk to me.
So shout out to Cardi B. So Am I the Drama dropped on Friday, September 19th. And in that same day, the RIAA, which is the Recording Industry Association of America, certified the album as platinum within that day. So within the first 24 hours that the album came out.
We're dropping the clues bombs for Bobbi. I'm sure people mad. What are they mad about?
Oh yes, people are pissed off because the album is 23 songs, but on that album, remember she added Up and WAP, yes, the song with Meg Thee Stallion, to the album. Because those songs themselves are so big, people, of course, that takes her to the platinum status. So people were having the conversation about, okay, if those two songs were not added, would she be platinum within the first day? And she broke records for that. I saw one record say that she was one of the fastest, albums to do so, or female albums to do so. But the reason why people were pointing out those two songs is because WAP by itself was 5 times platinum, and then it was 9 times platinum, and then Up itself was 5 times platinum. So people just feel like it's unfair for her to be able to do so. But let me tell y'all something right here.
Well, it can't be unfair if it's the rules of engagement. If you can do that, then it's not unfair.
This is the thing. I think when it comes to artists, it really is crazy to watch, because at the same time that all this is happening and Cardi B is doing so well with this album and the rollout, and people are upset about certain things, she's also feeling so much love too. I watched in real time how when you just where you are, people you have to be the conversation. So people need something to talk about. So people are going to be upset, but it's because she's doing so well. Because even
that comes with the territory, though.
Yes.
People I was always talking about the rule of 10, right? The rule of 10. 3 people gonna like it, 3 people not gonna like it, 4 people don't even know what the hell's going on.
Well, I mean, I will say there were more people I saw liking it than not, and surprisingly enough, there was music on the album, because when she was here, she
said surprisingly enough there was music on the album.
No, surprisingly enough there was music on the album that disses that we didn't catch. I didn't catch the line that was going to JT.
Yeah, you just got to finish your sentence, Lauren.
You didn't let me.
You said surprisingly there's music on the album. It's an album.
Listen, we got home late. It's early. You didn't let me know. So I'm saying that there was things in the album that once I went back and listened again, once it was released, I didn't catch. But yeah, there's been a lot of conversation about that. But Cardi got really emotional. She's been live, and you know how she does the spaces and different things on her own. She's got really emotional about some of the success that she's seen. Let's take a listen to Cardi getting emotional.
What I'm most grateful about is how good people are receiving my music. I have seen so many beautiful compliments, and that means so much to me coming from you guys, because I put a lot of work in this album, and I had a lot of feelings during this album. So for you guys to be saying all these beautiful things about my album, it's getting to the point that I don't even know which song I should do a music video to next, because you guys have been receiving it so well, and that means so much to me, and I want to say thank you so much. The numbers are doing amazing, but it's expected for the numbers to do good because it's such an anticipated album. But for people to say so many beautiful things about my art, that means a lot, and I'm super grateful. So many beautiful people saying so many beautiful things about my music. I just want to say thank you guys so much. It really, really means a lot.
Drop the clues bombs with Bobbi. That's what I was seeing. I was seeing people giving it a lot of great feedback.
Yes, 100%. Now, another one of the things that happened with the album, because remember we talked about how she had the Cardi B bodega on DoorDash, but she also used Walmart, and she used a drone delivery service so that people could get her album as they were ordering it, right? So she's doing this drone thing with Walmart, and then she breaks another record, a Guinness's Book of World Records record, and she becomes the most delivered. Her album became the most delivered album with strategic marketing. So
Was there any other albums that did that? I never seen an album on DoorDash before. I never seen an album get delivered by drone.
No, so they're talking through Walmart. So I think it's just a product in general, because the title is most deliveries with strategic marketing. So a product in general. I don't think it's just an album. But there's a woman named Kylie Galloway who is a senior executive at Genesis World Records, and she talked to TMZ, and she said that the tandem of Cardi Walmart and then the wing drone delivery that Atlantic Records did earned the new title for the most deliveries by UAV drones in 1 hour, with 176 deliveries by drones. Now,
I'm just happy that Cardi's album seems like an event. Like,
yes.
These people just, y'all, I'm telling you, man, these artists and these labels, they just be putting out albums like it's nothing. Just drop it online and tell your followers to go pick it up. I like the fact that she had an actual rollout, that she was, doing marketing, period. It's like marketing is a lost art. Nobody does it no more.
Well, I will say, with all the good must come some of the bad.
Why?
Because Stefon Diggs, first of all, it was adorable. Cardi B had like a huge event here in New York where she was celebrating the album. Stefon Diggs had these huge Am I the Drama roses delivered to her. He like surprised her. He comes from like behind the truck. But within the same weekend, there was a story that came out over the weekend that there is a model who is alleging in court documents that Stefon Diggs is the father of her month-old baby, and that, she wants paternity to be done. So when this story came out, because there's been rumors about does Stefon Diggs have, other children that are very young or children on the way or whatever. When this story came out, of course, Cardi, who just newly announced her pregnancy, got a lot of pushback online about why are you having a baby with someone who potentially has younger children, and just all the different things. So Cardi decided to speak on that as well too. Let's take a listen to Cardi B on having more kids.
I love every kick, even if it hurt me. Every kick, every punch, every elbow, I love. And you out here just saying the most weirdest shit. Like, come on now. Why would you say, like, hope you don't die? It's kind of weird. Again, I could flame and violate, but it's like, I'm not even on that type of time. I feel very, very, very blessed right now. To my fans online and offline and everything, y'all my kids, aunts and uncles, so y'all already know what's up when it comes to these motherfuckers. Y'all have another one too. Whoop-de-do. If I have 10 kids, whoop-de-do.
That's her business.
Yes.
She's absolutely right.
Now, and the response that Stefon Diggs filed in response to the filing, which happened in mid-July, he stated that he wasn't sure if he's a parent of the little girl. The little girl was born in April, but they were both requested, him and the woman, to take genetic testing to officially make the determination, even though it's not clear yet if they've taken these tests. But of course, Cardi was getting some of the backlash from that. But she says she is so happy right now. She is okay with her decisions and where she is in her life, so that's all she can do. And in true Cardi fashion.
And what is she supposed to do at this point, though?
That's what I was thinking.
She's pregnant. She's accepted she's pregnant. She wants to have more kids. What is she supposed to do?
I also think too, I get it. She had a baby last year. Now she's moved on and she's having another baby. So you knew that was going to come. And we talked a bit about that with her when she was up here. But I'm not going to hold y'all. At this point, there is nothing she can do but have the baby and be in love and be happy and hope it works out for the best. That's all you can do, even if they were married and having a kid. You just never know what can happen.
And I would say, why do y'all care? But the reality is, y'all care because she's Cardi B. When somebody's life is public, then, people feel like they have the right to speak on that person's life.
Very much so. But, Cardi going to do what Cardi going to do. She was cooking on her Instagram live. You saw the video of her cooking?
Mm-mm.
No. Let's take a listen to Cardi B on Stefon Diggs News, the number one, where she's cooking.
That's your baby daddy. That's my baby daddy too, girl. Well, what now? I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, so she cooking, she making food, she listening to one of her songs, and she's like, look, at this point, baby, hello, Shirley. Like, what is she supposed to do?
That's your baby daddy. That's my baby daddy, too. We gonna figure it out. Why? Come on, man. It's Monday, man. I just got here. Give me a moment.
Wake up.
Okay. That's her business.
I don't know. That's how I'm coming by my man, honey.
Huh?
We all in here together. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Gotta get out.
What you say?
Nothing. If I was Cardi, I'm coming that same way.
Your man got multiple women?
That's not what I'm saying. What
That's
I'm saying
exactly
is, I'm saying if I was Cardi, I'm coming the same way. If it's my man, it's my man. Like, what I'm going to do?
She ain't say that's her man, though. She said that's our baby daddy.
That is her. Difference. We know that's her man.
No, she said that's your baby daddy. That's my baby daddy,
She being
too.
funny, but you know that's her man. That girl is in love, okay? She ain't letting up.
You don't know that.
Okay, let's get out of here. What are you talking about? Yes, we do.
No, you don't.
It's not her man now?
She said that's her baby daddy. I'm just going off words. She said that's her baby. That's my baby daddy. That's your baby daddy.
Your wife don't call you baby daddy?
But we're married. That's my actual wife.
Yes, but I'm saying it's a joke.
You trying to deflect from the fact that you said that your man got multiple women and y'all in it together. That's exactly what you just said. Okay?
Oh my God!
But you got multiple dudes, so it's cool. Listen, we'll be back with Mimi Brown and Front Page News.
Tired this morning?
It's the world's most dangerous morning show, The Breakfast Club. Yes, it's the world's most dangerous morning show, The Breakfast Club. Charlamagne the God, DJ Envy, Jess Hilarious. Envy and Jess are off today. LL Cool Bay is here, Loren LoRosa. And it's time for Front Page News with Mimi Brown. First off, I want to salute nothing in the NFL because the Cowboys got washed yesterday, so I could care less. But I do want to salute South Carolina's own A'ja Wilson. She was named WNBA MVP yesterday for a record 4th time. You see me in here with my A'ja Wilson hoodie on this morning.
Yeah.
Okay? Salute the big A'ja. Nobody has won MVP 4 times in the WNBA ever. So she's the first. So dropping the clues bombs for A'ja Wilson. Now, Mimi, what we got for Front Page News this morning?
All right, well, good morning, Charlamagne and Loren. We're still talking about Jimmy Kimmel, and Disney is facing a wave of backlash this morning after ABC pulled Jimmy Kimmel Live indefinitely over comments he made about conservative activist Charlie Kirk. Now, subscribers, they began canceling Disney Plus and Hulu in large numbers, so much so that the website, it crashed repeatedly over the weekend. Now, ABC pulled Kimmel's show after pressure from affiliates like Sinclair and Nexstar, and a warning from FCC Chair Brendan Carr, who said the late night host crossed a path with insensitive comments about Kirk's death. Now, Sinclair went even further, demanding that Kimmel apologize to Kirk's family and donate to Turning Point USA before the show could return. Now, ABC also said that Sinclair's 55-minute tribute to Kirk would run in Kimball's place. But on Friday night, when it came time to air, it seems that the network made a different decision. Instead, viewers saw a rerun of Celebrity Family Feud while the Kirk special aired on YouTube. But now Carr may be setting his sights beyond late night TV. In an interview on conservative commentator Scott Jennings' podcast, the FCC chair questioned whether ABC's daytime talk show, The View, still qualifies as, quote, a bona fide news program. Let's listen to that.
I would assume you can make the argument that The View is a bona fide news show, but I'm not so sure about that. And I think it's worthwhile to have the FCC look into whether The View and some of these other programs that you have still qualify as bona fide news programs and therefore exempt from the equal opportunity regime that Congress has put in place.
You know, it's so interesting, right? Because I know folks keep talking about the FCC and this is an attack on free speech. At some point, we have to acknowledge this is simply Donald Trump's hit list. You know what I'm saying? Like months ago, Donald Trump was saying he wanted the Stephen Colbert's and the Jimmy Kimmels off the air. Months ago, he was saying he wanted The View off the air. I think over the summer, the White House, warned The View about being pulled off the air after Joy Behar made some comments about Trump. I think she called Trump a loser or something like that. So we got to acknowledge at some point, I understand the whole free speech conversation, but this is actually just Donald Trump's hit list.
And you're absolutely right. He tweeted he posted on Truth Social that, of course, applauding ABC suspension and now calling for NBC to now drop Jimmy Fallon and Seth Meyers. So you're absolutely right. Yep. Whoever he doesn't like, he's literally going after. So, but with that said, all of this rhetoric is growing increasingly dangerous. Over the weekend, an ABC station in Sacramento, California, was shot at. Video shows 3 bullets fired through the lobby glass. Investigators have arrested a 64-year-old man in connection with that shooting, though they say the motive is still unclear. But the incident came just one day after protesters gathered outside that same ABC station to oppose the network suspension over the Jimmy Kimmel show.
So was he shooting at protesters or shooting at the station?
They were shooting at the station a day after the protests. So,
they love Jimmy Kimmel that much?
I think people just feel like their constitutional rights is being, like, you know how them people are about the Constitution. But do you ever thought that you would get to this point? and
Yes.
like seeing really.
Yes.
This is scary as heck to me.
Yes, I did.
I'm so scared.
And one thing that, but I'm gonna tell you why it's gonna always be a backlash. Americans are entitled to freedom. Americans don't know anything else. Okay, this ain't a black thing. This ain't a white thing. This ain't a gay, straight thing. If you are an American person, you are entitled to freedom. And if Americans feel like their freedoms are being taken away, they're going to revolt in some way, shape, or form. And it ain't. And by the way, it's gonna be the white Americans. Let's be clear on that. Them same Americans that storm Capitol Hill are gonna be the same ones that flip when they feel like their freedoms are really being stripped away.
Well, I like to see how Americans feel after this story, because after months of back and forth over whether TikTok would be banned in the U.S., the White House says the app will stay, but there's going to be a major change. So while TikTok may remain, the algorithm that drives the For You page will now be controlled by the United States instead of China, which could mean what you see on the app will look very, very different. So over the weekend, White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt, she explained more about what this deal will look like. Let's listen to that.
But this deal does put Americans first. And let me just be very clear. This deal means that TikTok will be majority owned by Americans in the United States. There will be 7 seats on the board that controls the app in the United States, and 6 of those seats will be Americans. And the data and privacy will be led by one of America's greatest tech companies, Oracle, and the algorithm will also be controlled by America as well. So all of those details have already been agreed upon. Now we just need this deal to be signed, and that will be happening, I anticipate, in the coming days.
Damn. So Oracle got they got Paramount now. They got TikTok. I heard they're about to get Warner Brothers.
You knew that was happening though. Like you knew that this whole conglomerate of like. You control the media, you control everything.
I did, but I didn't know that they was going to have TikTok and be trying to get Warner Brothers.
They need you need social media.
But no, this is Larry Ellison. This is Oracle. This is the people that just bought Paramount.
Skydance. But I thought that people were connecting that with the Trump administration at some point too.
I have no idea.
Yeah, well, we're also learning that the Fox Corp, led by the Murdoch family, they own Fox News, Wall Street Journal, they will also have a role in this deal. Supporters say this addresses, of course, the national security concerns, but critics warn it will open the door to something else, political and corporate interests shaping now what Americans see. And while the deal does keep TikTok online, just like what you guys are saying, there are just more questions than answers. Like, who will be those 6 Americans who sit on the board?
That's right.
And how much power will Oracle have? Like you were just saying, Larry Ellison is the co-founder, but he's also a Trump ally. He's going to have control over your feed, your data, your privacy. What will that look like now as TikTok now kind of goes government controlled, goes privately backed by the United States. So we'll see. And then one other note is that reports say that once this deal is complete, you'll need to delete the old version and download the new version. So
I'm so glad I've never been on TikTok.
I can't even start the first one.
I ain't even start the first one.
All we was trying to do on TikTok was get ready with me and dance a little bit. Now it's all it is.
Yeah. I wonder what this will mean for creators though, and what they're going to do, because some of their content may be suppressed. But we'll see what happens.
That's right.
That is your front page news. I'm Mimi Brown. Follow me on social at Mimi Brown TV, and for more news coverage, follow Black Information Network and download the free iHeartRadio app and visit BINnews.com.
Thank you, Mimi. We see you tomorrow. Now, Lauren, what we got coming up? Coming up, Bobbi Brown, okay? Founder of 2 major cosmetic companies. I guarantee you that you got some Bobbi Brown cosmetics somewhere, but she doesn't do Bobbi Brown anymore. Now she has Jones Road, but she's not here to talk about any of that. She's here to talk about her new book, Still Bobbi, a masterclass in leading an authentic life. So we'll be talking to Bobbi Brown when we come back. It's the world's most dangerous morning show, The Breakfast Club.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. Loren LoRosa is here as well. And we got a special guest in the building.
The legend,
Bobbi Brown.
Hello. Now, wait, which one?
Now, I got to tell you.
Which one?
This is not New Edition, Boston, my prerogative, Bobbi Brown. This is Bobbi Brown, makeup artist,
That's
entrepreneur, owner of Bobbi Brown Cosmetics and more. She has a new book out right now called Still Bobbi.
Well, hold on now. Bobbi Brown Cosmetics was the old brand.
Oh, yeah, that was old brand. That was the first one. Jones Road is the new one.
I love that you have Jones Road. I'm going to just let you know right now. I hope this does not offend you. I thought you were black. I ain't going to lie to you, because your Bobbi Brown line, honey, is so good for my skin, our skin. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And usually, we only we're the only ones who know our skin, but it's like, baby, Miss Bobbi.
My background is I'm a makeup artist. I spent my life doing makeup, and I had this crazy idea that you should put a foundation on that's the exact color of your skin.
Girl, the skin stick, the corrector, man, everything, the foundation with the sunscreen, the SPF. Thank you.
Yeah, Jones Road is even better.
Okay,
Jones Road is even better. But I've done so many different makeups, so many celebrities, so many women, and it took a while to kind of teach women that you just want to look good. Yes. You want to look like yourself. I mean, I used to do Whitney Houston's makeup. She did not like the makeup to look natural. She wanted a lighter foundation.
Yeah.
And I used to fight. I'm like, you can't. It's got to match your skin.
Yeah. Especially under them lights. So thank you, Ms.
Well,
Bobbi.
welcome.
Thank you.
How are you feeling? How are you doing?
Oh, I'm great. I'm great.
I want people to buy the book, Still Bobbi, but I do want you to give them a little bit of your history. Like, you started as a makeup artist. How does a makeup artist go from that to creating her first $1 billion brand, Bobbi Brown?
Well, I was a makeup artist that when I started in the 80s, it was all really artificial makeup and just really not attractive. And I started doing makeup a different way. But the makeup on the market sucked. It was not good. I used to have to fix everything. And one day I met a chemist and I said, hey, I've always wanted to make this lipstick. And he's like, I can make it for you. So we made it. And I said, I bet I could sell this, and then I thought about 10 colors and I made it and I started selling it out of my house, when I had my first baby in my hometown of Montclair, New Jersey, and I would be going into the city to do fashion and Vogue and all that stuff. And then it just kind of grew from there. And one day I met someone and I talked to everybody because I think most people are nice and interesting. And I said, what do you do? She said, I'm a cosmetics buyer at Bergdorf Goodman. I'm like, oh, I have this line of makeup I'm working on. And I got into Bergdorf Goodman. Didn't shop there at the time.
Wow.
But I sold the makeup there.
Oh, wow.
And the rest is history.
And then we sold the company to Estee Lauder after 4.5 years.
Now, see, I don't want to give too much away, but just break down the details of that situation.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah. After 4.5 years, we sold to Estee Lauder. I stayed as a corporate employee 22 years. You could read the book. You could text me afterwards and ask me other questions that are not in the book.
Ma'am.
Yeah. But, so that was the first brand. And then while I think the only reason I was able to stay in corporate America, because I am the least corporate person you have ever met. I don't break the rules. I just make up my own. Is I used to do all these cool things on the side. I was an entrepreneur, so I did a lot of different projects and, became on Elvis Duran. I became the beauty editor of Elvis Duran. And
salute to Elvis.
Yeah, and by the way, that's how I met Charlamagne. I was lucky enough to sit next to him at a wedding.
At
Elvis's wedding. Yeah, which I guess is like 6 years. I think he just celebrated.
I think so.
Something like that.
Yeah.
And and I just liked this guy, and I'm like, let's have dinner. And he's like, all right, great. And we made dinner plans, and the rest is history.
You had a few of those.
Yeah.
Since then.
Yeah.
What foundation does Charlamagne use?
Well, he's got such beautiful skin. He doesn't wear any. That's his
right.
secret.
The best of us don't.
What would be the shade back then? Did you know him before that?
I did not.
I
did not. Yeah.
But I love that you had a non-compete for
25 years. And so when we sold the company, I was 34. And when my husband said we got this non-compete, I mean, I always got D's in math that I'm very proud of. To be successful, and not be good in school, I think is something to consider. But I counted on my fingers. I said, well, I'll be in my 60s. I'm not going to want to work when I'm in my 60s. Fast forward, I'm 68 right now. So I started this company.
You look really good. I'm sorry. I did not mean to say
that.
Thank you.
Damn like that. Damn.
You know why? Because I don't shoot anything in my face.
Okay, I'm shocked. Ooh. You look really, really freaking good.
Honestly, it's the truth, I think. But I'm also into health and wellness and fitness and,
So let me ask you about that, because that seems like that's the new trend now. If you watch any show on television, it's all about lip fillers and Botox and this tox and that tox and detox and red tox. What do you think about some of that?
Because I don't like it. I don't like any of it. I don't feel it looks natural. I don't think it looks good. And I think, the important thing is how you feel and your lifestyle choices. I mean, I like to have fun like everyone, but I know how to balance and I know what to do to make me feel better. And when I look bad, I don't run to the doctor to say, fix me up. I look at myself in the mirror and say, what have you been doing that's not working? And change it.
Wow.
So
how do you implement?
Hold on, but she cut her off. She was a grown woman.
Oh.
And you launched another brand.
Oh, yeah. I launched another brand when the day my non-compete was out, and which was literally a week before the presidential election. You remember that time in the middle of the pandemic? I just flicked the light up and did 3 things, and we launched the brand. Didn't know what was going to happen. And we're celebrating 5 years.
Wow.
This year.
Amazing.
It's been amazing.
And now Jones Road is $1 billion brand.
Now Estee Lauder's like, I got to buy this one now too, huh?
Right.
No.
You're not going to sell?
No, we're not for sale.
Okay.
Like business wise, like what are your go-to, like here's what I always, rule of thumbs in business, because you make it just seem so effortless. Like, oh, I met a woman at Bertha Goodman and boom, we're in the store.
Oh, it's not effortless. That's why you got to read the book.
I know it's not, but and not giving away too much from the book, but like what are those things that you kept very near and dear to your chest that
honestly
you do every time?
Honestly, it's common sense. It's just doing things the way you do things, and it's doing things the way, my parents taught me, my grandparents. Like, I grew up with this loving family, complicated but loving, but they were, everyone worked really hard. Everyone had to be nice. You had to be nice. There was no excuse not to be nice. And you had to, be a little creative with your thinking. And when things didn't work, you're like, all right, that didn't work. Let me do something else. That's how I lead business, is like the same way I would lead my life. And I'm like right to the point. Like I don't mess around. I don't like when people are like talking about what they should do and how and strategizing. I've already done it. Yeah, I've already done it.
Now, how do you work with, I know your son is the CEO of your new company. A lot of people say, you know what, I don't want my family a part of the companies because family usually mess things up. You can't talk to family, but you took a different route. So break that down a little bit.
I did not choose to work with my family. And my husband and I've always done everything with my husband. But our kids were not interested. 3 boys, none of them were interested in beauty or business, really. And it just kind of happened. Our second son, Cody, who I named Dakota, which I thought was the coolest name, but he's Cody. He came to work with us on some growth things. He knows a lot about digital marketing. He's now people meet us and they're like, "Oh my God, your son is is the guy." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm so proud of that." But so he started helping, and we had a COO, we had a president. One by one, Cody started doing their jobs. And so it's like it seems like the more we get rid of people, the better our team is. It's about having like your community, your posse, and putting your heads together and figuring out what to do. And he's been incredible. I mean, he's just been incredible. And it's not the easiest thing working with the family.
I'm sure.
On top of that, my head of brand is his wife, which is amazing. And she's a very beautiful, tough, smart woman. And they have my 2 grandkids. So I've learned, the most important thing in my life is not to piss them off, because I want to see those grandkids every single day.
How has motherhood influenced your philosophy in business or beauty?
The greatest thing about being a woman and being a mother is we know how to multitask. If I ask my husband or my chiropractor, any guy a question, they stop what they're doing and answer you. Women, you ask a question, we're on the phone, we're getting our nails done, we're chopping vegetables. So it's, I just think being a mom, I have figured things out, how to get the kids ready for all the things. I mean, you tell me, how's it like, having 4 daughters and watching your success?
Man.
And how do you fit it all in? Well, I know how you fit it in. You have the best wife in America.
That's a fact.
You do.
That's what I was about to say. Give her all the credit. I'm just here. Like she's the CEO of the household.
Yeah.
Yeah, she makes our lives that much easier.
And she just loves you.
Man, I love her.
She does.
So if I told my daughter that last night, my 10-year-old, I was like, this is the most important woman in our life. And then my wife goes, all right, stop gassing it up. And I'm like, who else would it be if not you? And I really feel that way.
Yeah, it's evident.
You dedicated your book to your husband.
No, he is the light of my life. He's amazing. Okay. And by the way, we've been married 37 years. It's not easy, guys. Nothing's easy, right? Is there anything easy in this world? Nothing's easy. I work really hard.
How has he impacted that journey, between, the woman you are, your professionalism, business owner, all of that? How has he impacted that journey?
You know, he's look, I can't do anything without him because I'm the one that's like, oh my God, how am I going to do this? I'm only 4 hours sleep. I just got back. And he's like, calm down, breathe. That was what he said to me on my way out of the door this morning. He said, breathe. I didn't. That was my first one.
Was there anything you discovered about yourself? You know, maybe something that even surprised you in the process of writing this book, reflecting on your journey?
Actually, yes. And I suggest everyone writes a memoir at some time in their life, even if it's not to be published, because it's very cathartic. You know, it's not like being in therapy where you discuss things, but when people ask you questions and you're talking about your journey, you start to tie things together. And I realized how watching Papa Sam and his car business, who came from another country, you know, watching my dad kind of go through he was a lawyer, but then he kept hating it and doing other things and then coming back to it because that's what paid the bills. I realized some of my entrepreneurial spirit is from watching all my family members.
The girls who are like starting today where they're not doing like magazines because everything's digital and they're trying to grow their brands like physical products, what do you advise them to do? Because everybody's online with a product now.
Right. Well, you just, you know, I have a lot of, you know, female founder friends and male founder friends, and I help them all. And I tell them the same thing my husband tells me is breathe, first of all, and just keep doing it. You just gotta, like, how do you start? You just start. And you just keep doing it. Put a post up. If it didn't work, figure out what you're going to do next. And, you know, and meet people. You know, get out there and meet people.
I was going to ask, you know, why is it so important for you to document a lot of this? This is your 10th book. Like to share a lot of knowledge. Why is that important to you?
Well, I think somehow, you know, all I wanted to do when I was a kid was be a teacher and a mother. So I'm kind of both, right? I mean, I'm a mother. I'm definitely a teacher. I like to learn. I'm like notorious for like wanting to try new things and learn new things. I like to surround myself with really smart people to teach me things, but I also like to surround myself with young people that I would like to teach certain things. You know, how you can have, and I'm hoping this book is going to serve as, you know, many different things for people, but for a young person to read and say, wow, you can do these things. And, you know, you don't have to do everything so well. You don't have to be perfect.
I want to ask, you know, we see it here, a lot of people all the time, women and men that's trying to create their own company, right? Their own lipstick line, their own hair line. And it's very difficult, right? What would you tell that young entrepreneur that's trying to break through the doors and they're having problems? Target won't take their calls. Bloomingdale's won't take their calls. Macy's tells them no, or they don't have enough stock. What do you tell that young entrepreneur?
Well, first of all, I tell everyone, try to work for someone first. Try to spend a year, and, you know, just think of it as being in school. Go work for a company that you admire. I don't care if you have to be the receptionist or a social media manager. Just see how things are. And when you're ready to launch your own business, don't overinvest, because then you're going to be stuck. People think it takes a lot of money, and do it really slow and make sure what you're doing is different than what's on the market. And if you don't know if it's going to work, just make a couple things. Figure out, you know, people come to me with these big decks and they're the most beautiful decks. I'm like, oh, this sounds amazing. Can I try the product? Well, I don't have the product. Well, how do you know it's going to work? I mean, you know, I had this one girl with a Harvard degree come to me with this beautiful deck. I said, all right, let me try it. She was a woman of color. She wanted to make this special sunscreen that looked, she didn't even know where the lab was. I'm like, how could you do all this until you actually know the product works? And, you know, when you do have one that you think is great, put it in little containers and start giving it to all your friends. If they like it, then give it to other people. Like, just start slow. You don't need, like, people think you need it all figured out.
Well, hold on, I want to say, this is a woman who built $2 billion brands telling y'all it is okay to have a job.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's saying work for a year, so
that's what I'm saying. But still, but most people will be like, we know a lot of entrepreneurs that be like, no, I don't want to have a job. You shouldn't have a boss.
Yeah, but first of all, you got to learn things like arriving on time, saying hello, or if you're late, calling and saying, I'm so sorry I'm late. How do you learn those things? And you also have to figure out how you can work with other people. And so, you know, it's okay to work with people that you don't like, because you have to learn how to do it. Like all these things in life, we're learning things.
I was going to ask, with makeup, it seems like it's a difficult industry, right? And the reason I say that is like the red lipstick, right? Charlamagne puts it on his lips, and he might have a reaction to it.
That's a fantasy of his, Bobby.
No, it's not. Or something like that. You never know what product works with somebody's skin. How do you go around that to make sure something can work for, I guess, everybody? Or do you say, I'm looking for a particular market and I'm going to focus for that?
Either one of those work. It doesn't really matter. I mean, Jones Road is a clean makeup brand, so I know people are not going to have problems with it. I also know the only people that aren't going to like Jones Road are people that like artificial makeup. If you like artificial makeup and want to look like that, there's other brands for you. So I don't have to be everything for everybody. But what I want, it's why Jones Road, I think one of the reasons why it's successful is because it's what I believe in, which is makeup that when you put it on, you just look better. And you don't know why. 'Cause it's almost like magic. You're like, oh my God, what happened? Because it looks like you. You look less tired. Your skin looks more even. It looks fresh. But that's my aesthetic. It's not every makeup founder's aesthetic. And my biggest warning to people that want to start their own brand is don't just go out there and do what other people are doing. You got to have a point of difference. Or you're just going to sit there and you're going to invest too much money, you're going to borrow from everyone you know, and then you're going to be like, well, this didn't work.
How important is people knowing Bobbi Brown the person to Bobbi Brown the brand?
Well, I think people get confused. They think I am still with the brand, and I am not. The book tells the whole story. And yeah, it was hard. I don't own my name, so I can't just, slap my name on things or use it the way I want, but it's okay. I've been able to, my husband and I have probably sent 20, 25 kids to college. So it's okay. I'm glad, I'm at peace with it. And Jones Road, just came, I found it on Waze when I was giving my husband direction. And I'm like, oh, that sounds like a cool name.
But I feel like Bobbi Brown the person is the brand now.
Bobbi Brown the person is the Jones Road brand?
Yeah.
It's not, I know, it's complicated. Right, it's complicated. But, there's Calvin Klein, there's Armani, there's all, Donna Karan, so it's, it is the way of the world. But, Bobbi Brown, I mean, who knew people were brands?
Yeah.
Right. But we are, apparently. So.
I was Jones Road, the significance behind that is just, you just saw it on Waze?
Yeah, my husband said if I didn't have a name by Monday, it was a Friday, we were driving to the Hamptons, and my husband always has me look at Waze and Google Maps, because God forbid we're 5 minutes late, even though we have nowhere to go. So my head was down, and I saw Jones Road, and I said, Jones Road Makeup. Instantly, I thought it sounded like a British bespoke brand. And I thought, oh, that's a cool name. And I can't use Brown. I might as well use Jones. So he said, I like it. And it was available. And that's how it became Jones Road. Wow.
What was the most difficult memory or chapter for you to revisit while you was writing stuff?
It's really funny because I had it's an Audible book too right now. So I had to read it, and I cried once. And it was talking about my mother-in-law. That I just adored her, and I just, the hard weird thing is all the people that were my family are not alive anymore, right? Like my original Chicago family. I mean, my dad is 90 right now, and he's still there, but he's the only one. I lost a brother, I lost a mom, I lost my grandparents, and it's like, and my 94-year-old Aunt Alice is still there, sharp as a tack. She has a boyfriend who's 95.
Wow.
And she's interviewing me on stage in Chicago when I come there at her retirement community.
Wow.
That's what I'm excited about, this book tour.
When are you going to Chicago?
October 10th or something.
Got you.
How did that make you look at your own mortality?
Look, it's weird because I know, my parents were 20 and 21 when I was born. So I'm like, I'm just 20 years to go. Right? I mean, it's like, I hope to live over 90, but it's like, 68, guys. Like,
that's young.
Well,
it's totally young.
Keep learning hip hop.
Yeah.
It'll take some years off.
Yeah, I think I'm going to text Flo Rida to come DJ my birthday. One of my best memories of my life is hopping on stage with Flo Rida.
Amazing.
He put his chains on me, and I also hopped on stage with Salt and Pepper.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So you did the apple bottom jeans, you did all that?
I did.
And then you did Push It?
No, we didn't do Push It. We did Get Low. I got low with Flo.
Yeah.
I did.
the bar.
Well, my dad's name is James Brown. So when you meet my dad, you'd be like, James Brown? He's like, yeah, I feel good. How are you? I've been saying that for 90 years.
James Brown and Bobby
Part
Brown.
one-
Bobby Brown.
Too great.
Part one of your book is Know Where You're From, talking about your family, and then you go into your nana and your papa, right?
Uh-huh.
Why is knowing where you're from, or how has that been so important in every brand you've created?
Because it's who I am, right? It's, being from Chicago has made me like a much more like stable person with my feet in the ground. I know Charlamagne talks about where he comes from. I just think it's important. And by the way, some people say my childhood was complicated, and I don't look at it that way. I mean, things happened, and I moved around it, and I take the good stuff, and I don't blame anyone for anything, right? I mean, my mother, there's a story in the book where she told me I was really pretty, and I said, thank you. She said, but you'd be gorgeous if you had your nose fixed.
Damn.
And I didn't, clearly. And it didn't define me. Yeah. But it did push me to help people appreciate who they are.
Oh, so that's what steered you away from the contour.
I think so. And, every time I'd go to Asia and I would tell the women they're beautiful, they would just say, oh, no, my eyes are this, and and I'm like, no. And, in women of color, it's like, guys, you have this beauty that we don't have. Like, appreciate it. Your skin color, your features, everything. And, to my fellow friends with lips small, that match their faces, leave those things alone. Right?
Some people look so stupid with them lip fillers and lips.
It doesn't work. Even when you I'm just going to do a teeny bit. No, you look like a duck. You do.
How do you define authenticity?
You just be yourself. Be real. Just be yourself. Be real. And all of a sudden now it's a trend.
I know,
Being
right?
authentic is a trend. Okay, great.
Has your definition of authenticity ever shifted over time?
No, I think I've gotten much more comfortable with who I am, and that's a good part about getting older. You realize I tried on everyone else and it didn't work.
That's right. What do you hope readers take away from Still, Bobbi?
I hope it gives them encouragement to live their life their way, and and it's not as difficult as you make it. Yeah, and just be naive, be positive, and just work hard and keep at it, and just be nice.
And I know this is just the first week of the book, but now that you've shared this memoir, what's next? What are you excited to accomplish or create moving forward? Not even just in the beauty world, just in life.
I try things. Like I did a series on YouTube that I can't seem to get enough eyeballs on called I Am Me, which I interview all these really cool women. I don't know how to get more eyeballs on it, but that's fun. It was sponsored by JP Morgan, which is cool. And I'm like, all right, I'll just keep trying stuff. I had a podcast with iHeart. Yep. It was cool. It was fun. I'm like, I don't know, maybe I'll do something else. I don't know. Don't know.
You get eyeballs on it by going on Mel's show. You go on Mel Robbins' show, and you tell everybody you have the podcast and the YouTube.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Well, I'm that's on my list. I have her, and I have one other one, and then I'm good.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I'm good. This was on my list, so thank you for this. And by the way, when I became Time's 100th this year, and
congratulations.
Thank you. And they said, we're going to reach out to someone who would you like to write this thing? And they said, we need 5 people, and I ranked them. And number 1 said yes. It was Charlamagne. But so there I was walking the red carpet. Bobbi, look here. Bobbi, look here. People didn't say, how do you feel about this award? You know what they said to me? How do you know Charlamagne? How did you get him to do this? Really?
No, I love Bobbi.
Yeah.
I love Bobbi, and I love her husband, Steven. And the thing I like that you bring people together. That dinner you had with all of these different people from all different walks of life, the masterclass, and just making everybody...
Salman Rushdie was at that dinner. I'm sitting there with Charlamagne and Salman Rushdie, and Don Garber, the Major League Soccer czar. It's just funny.
Amazing conversation. Yeah. Everybody, put their phones down and just talk. And I just think that does so much in bringing people together, man. And I think we need those kind of safe spaces in this world that we're in right now.
That's what your sit-down conversations are like, too. All those people, I'm like, I never would have even known who these people were.
Yeah, people are interesting, by the way. I love people's stories. And Jones Road just launched something called Beauty Stories because I want to share people's beauty stories, Think about your grandma, your mom, your aunt. Where did you learn? And what things kind of stay with you?
I love that.
Yeah.
Still Bobbi, a masterclass in leading an authentic life, is available everywhere you buy books right now.
That's right. So make sure you pick it up, and we appreciate you for joining us.
Absolutely.
And thank you so much.
Still Bobbi.
My pleasure. Thank you for having me.
Bobbi Brown, it's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
And it's time for the latest with Loren.
Loren becoming a straight fact.
She gets them from somebody that knows somebody.
She gets the details.
I'm the homegirl that knows a little bit about everything.
She be having the latest on it.
The latest with Loren LoRosa.
Sometimes she have facts, sometimes she have details, sometimes she have a little bit of everything.
Well, it's the latest.
On The Breakfast Club.
Talk to me.
I just want y'all to know, too, Loren LoRosa has broke her fast, her 30-day fast of drinking. So if you hear slurring of words and silly stuff, it's because she back on that boost.
First of all, I haven't even drank anything.
You just almost fell just now for no damn reason.
I stepped on the chair the wrong way. The chair moves.
Who steps on the chair? You're supposed to just sit in it. Who steps on it? It's crazy.
Because mine's... What?
Okay, continue.
That's... Okay. I am really excited because we just came back from the iHeart Music Festival and I was rewatching some of the stream as we were getting ready for this segment. And man, I had such a good time. It was my first iHeart Music Festival. Charlamagne, you were there.
I was there. I enjoyed it myself. Tell them how you embarrassed yourself in front of Mariah Carey. That was amazing.
We will get to it. I actually didn't get a chance to embarrass myself. I couldn't wait to do it. I love Mariah Carey. I am a lamb. So the iHeart Music Festival went down at the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. LL Cool J performed. Big X The Plug, Bailey Zimmerman, Bryan Adams, Ed Sheeran, Diplo, Glorilla closed out the second night. Jelly Roll took the people to church. John Fogerty, Justice, Mariah Carey, as we've been talking about. Maroon 5, Adam Levine is so fine. Sammy Hagar, Tate McRae, who I am now a huge fan of, The Offspring, and Tim McGraw. So those were both of the nights. Those were, all the big acts, major music that went down in person. Now, Charlamagne, you got
drop on a glue bomb for Mariah Carey, by the way.
Yes.
Let me tell you something. I know Mariah Carey's name never came up in no verses that I can remember. Boy, it'd be tough to take Mariah out in the verses.
What? You couldn't even... who would she go against?
I don't know. Mariah got some joints.
She would sit there so soft and just so yeah, I don't know. But so when a lot of the performances at the iHeart Music Festival, that was my reaction. When LL Cool J came on stage, I was like, man, he has songs for days and days and decades and decades and decades. Same thing with Mariah Carey. Now, you were talking about me embarrassing myself with Mariah Carey. And what actually happened was we were live on stream. So the Breakfast Club does have a Twitch account. Please make sure you guys are subbed, subscribed, following us, all the things, because we took you into the festival both nights. So you were backstage with us. You were in the pit getting to watch the performances. And the second night, I dressed up because I wanted Mariah Carey to see that, she inspired my outfit. It was very honey, But
no, it wasn't.
Let's take a listen to me listening to Mariah Carey.
Honey, no.
Yo, Mariah Carey's about to go on stage. Eli, we gotta go see her.
A few moments later.
Mariah! Over here, girl! Hey! Hey, sis!
She's performing. She's performing.
Look at my outfit. It was very Mariah Carey-ish.
No, it was
All
not.
I needed was a fan. Oh my God. She didn't see me. My whole thing the second night was I needed to meet Mariah Carey. We were trying to get her on stream in Glorilla. She did not see me.
For those of us who can't see your outfit, who didn't see your outfit,
yes.
What about your outfit with Mariah Carey-ish?
It just gave glitter, gold, fan. Don't talk to me. I'm a lamb. Huh.
No, it didn't.
Yes, it did.
All right, Mariah's scary, maybe, but it wasn't no Mariah Carey.
But speaking of backstage, you got a chance to talk to a couple people. So you got a chance to talk to Ed Sheeran before he performed, and y'all had an interesting conversation about him going to space. Let's take a listen to that.
You know what I heard about? I heard that you got an offer to perform in space.
I did.
And you turned it down.
Yeah, because they said it was like a 30% chance I might die. So I was like, I'm good.
Did they offer
you got kids? If
I'm not going to space,
and that's what I mean. I wouldn't mind going when it's like getting an Uber. It's like
nope. No, I don't want to do it then either. No. You really want to visit space?
No, when it's like some going to Antarctica now. It's a mission, but you can still do it, and people do it. Yeah, I just don't want to be the 50th person to do it.
I'm cool on space.
You know what's crazy is Kai Cenat was talking to Jennifer Hudson about him trying to stream in space. He said the same thing. They kept giving him all these statistics about how he could die. And I'm like...
I'm cool on that.
Really?
Yes. I'm cool.
I mean, I just feel like we all gotta go.
Yeah, but I don't want to rush it. There's so many places on Earth I haven't been. Okay, let me explore. Let me get through this Earth thing first before I start going to space.
Well, you talked a bit too on our stream about Glorilla and how Glorilla was the biggest, and it was big because Glorilla got to close out the second night after Mariah Carey. Let's take a listen to some of Glorilla's performance from the second night.
Boy, Glorilla was scaring the white people, wasn't she?
Oh my God!
Tell them what the white lady said to you.
Yes, so I just got done Mariah Carey. I was in bliss. Big Glow comes on. We're on stream, and this white lady turns to me and says, "This is the most horrible way to end the festival." I was like, "What's wrong? Are you tired? Has it been like a long night?" And she was like, "No. What is this? What is this song? What is this person?" I was like, "Glorilla?" And she was like, "Yes, this is horrible." And I'm like,
see, the beauty of the iHeartRadio Music Festival, and this is why you should go, it really is a family affair because it covers generations, right? So there's going to be something for the father, there's going to be something for the mother, there's going to be something for the kids, there's going to be something for the grandkids. So you really can take, the whole family to this show.
Very much.
Right? Because it does go from, The Offspring to a Mariah Carey, to a LL Cool J, to a Ed Sheeran, to a Glorilla, to a Big X the Plug. So it's something for everybody.
Yeah, and we were talking about some of the performances. So first of all, you can also discover too. I mean, these artists are huge. It's not like you're finding them for the first time, but some people you may be seeing them for the first time. Tate McRae, that was my first time seeing her perform live. I'm locked in. I'm a tater tot now. I'm a fan.
What you want? You can't be everything. You can't be a tater tot, a lamb, a Swiftie. Like, no.
God gave me the power to be all things through Him, and I will be just that. I do want to take a listen though before we get out of here to LL Cool J performing, because his performance went through the span of his career, and I just sat in silence like, this man is amazing.
I always think about the young lady on this record. Who was the young lady on this record?
I can look it up. I'm not for sure, but I will tell you one thing.
And he opened, by the way. He opened up Friday night.
Yes.
Was it Friday? Yeah, Friday.
Yeah, it was Friday night. I was in the VIP riser thing in the back where you have all the people that are invited. They were doing it wild, okay? They were into those lyrics. Shout out to LL Cool J.
Legend, man. Icon.
Yes.
Icon.
You got on stage a couple times. Did you enjoy your experience? You got the intro Glorilla, which was a major because you've been such a big, push for
Glorilla. Who else I introduced? Me and Ryan Seacrest introduced Glorilla. Me and Ryan Seacrest introduced Big X the Plug. I forgot what else I did. I did a bunch of stuff backstage for Hulu. Jelly Roll, me and Jelly Roll talked backstage. I had him on the Hulu screen. Yeah, it was a great event, man. I'm telling you.
You also got to talk to Diplo?
Diplo, yes. iHeartRadio Music Festival is an event that you should absolutely take your family to. Mm-hmm. And I'm not saying that because I work for the company. I'm saying that because it actually is an incredible weekend.
I agree. Make sure you guys, if you missed, because I know that they were also streaming on Hulu as well, but if you guys missed that, please go over to the Breakfast Club's Twitch account at The Breakfast Club AM, and we have both nights, and I take you guys in and out of both nights, and it's such a great time from behind the scenes to on the stage.
I don't even know why we're here right now. Nobody else here. I landed at 10 o'clock last night.
I am happy to be here with you.
I am happy to be here.
All right, so stop complaining.
No, I feel like complaining. Kari, tell me Donkey's next. Say it.
Donkey of the Day is up next, Charlotte. What you got?
Yes, 4 after the hour. I'm going to tell you why you need to mind your business. Okay? All right? No, for real. There's a man named Ishmael Tina. He should have minded his business. And you know what? We'll talk about it. 4 after the hour is the Donkey of the Day.
It's time for Donkey of the Day. So if you ever feel I need to be a donkey, man, hit it with the heat.
Did she get Donkey of the Day? Please tell me.
Absolutely.
I have become
Lord
Donkey
have mercy.
of the Day.
The Breakfast Club, bitches. Donkey of the Day for Monday, September 22nd goes to a New Mexico man named Ishmael Tina. He's 27 years old. YN as far as I'm concerned. Okay, and he's accused of 2 counts of open murder in the first degree. It is some cold-blooded killers out here, man. Okay, I was talking to my wife last night, and I was telling her how we live in a world that, for the most part, is just built on trust. Like, we all have to trust each other in order for us to have a civilized society. Okay, what do I mean by that? I mean everything from waking up to take public transportation. I don't care if it's a bus, rideshare service, train, airplane. You have to trust whoever is driving that vehicle to get you to your destination safely. You have to trust all the passengers on those rides not going to bug out, okay? We drop our kids off at school. We have to trust the principals and trust the teachers and trust the staff to take care of our kids. Humans have to have this trust system, okay? Humans have to trust other humans to not be crazy in order for us to have a civilized society. That's the only thing that keeps this world civilized and sane for the most part. And we do a good job. Give or take, all right? Because there's way more humans doing the right thing than it is people like Ishmael Tina, okay? There's a lot of decent men in this country of demons, But Ishmael Tina is not one of them, okay? See, 2 people are dead because of Ishmael. And I know some of y'all might be saying, people get shot every day, B, but no, they're not supposed to, okay? I know Charlie Kirk once said, I think it's worth it to have a cost of, unfortunately, some gun deaths every single year so we can have the Second Amendment to protect our other God-given rights. I don't all the way agree with that, okay? Because majority of these gun deaths are just senseless. And this is just the latest example. Let's go to KRQE News 13 for the report, please.
Calling 911 only to end up in handcuffs himself. That's the pattern for 27-year-old Ismail Tena, who is most recently behind bars for the deadly shooting of 2 O'Reilly Auto Parts employees following a dispute over an oil filter. Court records show Tena called 911 shortly after that Sunday shooting outside the store near Coors and Blake that killed 47-year-old Richard Newman and 18-year-old Jesus Valdez. Tena told the dispatcher the 2 employees came after him and he was scared for his life. But when Bernalillo County deputies arrived, they determined Tena should be charged with 2 counts of murder.
It's Monday, man. Oil filters. 2 people shot dead because of oil filters. R.I.P. to Richard Newman, 47, and Jesus Valdez, 18. I feel sorry for those individuals. That poor 18-year-old young man. Life just getting started. This might have been his first job. Now they dead over oil filters. Let me also take the time to say, I don't care where you work. Okay, I don't care what the place of employment is. I can assure you that business isn't dying for you, and you shouldn't die for said business. Okay, if that man and his father walked out of there with oil filters without paying, call the police. Okay, call law enforcement. There's no need to play vigilante. There's no need to go after those individuals. Let them have whatever they took because people are crazy. I don't think y'all understand how unhealed trauma is leading people to project that pain and hurt they are feeling onto other individuals. Yes, 2 people killed in New Mexico over oil filters. But trust and believe there's somebody somewhere today who will get killed for less. Why? Because of other people's underlying trauma. Okay, Ishmael should have realized a long time ago that his feelings are temporary. But prison is permanent, especially when you're charged with 2 counts of murder. And that is the lesson I want us all to take from this story. That's what I want y'all to understand from Donkey of the Day today. Don't make permanent decisions based on temporary emotions, or you will find yourself by yourself in a prison cell, or even worse, a casket. Please give Ishmael Tina the biggest hee-haw. Oil filters.
That's
Oil
sad.
filters. It's beyond sad. Okay, now let's woosah. Because Loren LoRosa was in here crying about something earlier.
Don't say I was crying.
Well, you weren't crying, but you
honey,
just,
I can move on.
but you be
I'm
reminiscing though. You hear certain things and you get triggered.
Yes.
And we had to cast a reasonable doubt here last week, and this conversation sparked from that conversation. If you really loved the person, you probably would have been more careful. You wouldn't have cheated to begin with, right?
You can say that about a lot of things.
That's what I'm saying. Charlamagne, go a little bit further on that. If she really cheated, what happened? If she really cared?
When women cheat, it's different. When women cheat, I got you, sis. When women do their thing, it's different.
Why? That's convenient.
Hell no. Yeah, just because I love Jax, that's what I'm saying.
But cheating is cheating.
Man,
woman, mother, cheating is cheating.
Cheating. They were separated. You forgot.
Where's the
They were
cameras at?
separated.
This is what I'm talking about, Charlamagne. It gets messy fast.
Like, we can't do that, though.
But they were separated.
Pregnant though, getting that mean you had raw
he
sex.
was dead wrong.
Now she pointing at me.
Dead wrong.
Now, for everybody who watches Reasonable Doubt, you know that Jax and her husband Lewis are dealing with the aftermath of a break baby that Lewis and Tony had. And even though it's a TV show, that happened to you in real life, Loren.
Mm-hmm.
Take a deep breath. and tell the story. Don't curse and stuff like you did when the mics were off. Just tell the story calmly.
My story or Jax's?
Your story. We know what happened with Jax. That's the story.
Okay.
Your pain is way more hilarious to me, but go ahead.
You are a horrible person. Okay, so somebody that I was seeing a while ago, who doesn't matter anymore. I moved to a different. Matter. No, they don't. I moved to a different state, and I was like, you know what? Let's just take a break. This ain't working out. We ain't seeing eye to eye.
Okay.
Blah blah blah. I even said you can go ahead and see other people because let's just be honest. We're in 2 different states. I'm in LA. You're across the country.
Okay.
Baby, that let's see other people led to a baby, which is okay.
And then you got back with the man.
I decided to get back with him. I'm no longer with him, though.
Let's talk about accountability, okay?
Yes.
Now, if you and a person decide to take a break, and y'all say we're taking a break, and you see other people, if that person goes out there and gets another individual pregnant, and then you choose, remember that, choose. You choose to get back with that individual, there should be nothing to complain about.
So my only complaint was...
There shouldn't be any complaint.
No, my only complaint was that there was a lot of lying that happened. Like, and also I shouldn't have had to hear from anybody else but the person that I was in a relationship with for all that time
but
until the break.
you still chose to take the person back even through all of that.
Yeah, but still, things can still upset you, and it hurt a little bit at the time. And also, too, I feel like even though there was a break, we had conversations about what the rules of the break were.
Y'all
we
knew
we were getting
no
back.
Babies?
Yes, we had a conversation. Nobody ends up pregnant, and no full relationships during this break because the plan was to get back together.
Okay, but even with all of that, he went out there, he violated the rules, he had a baby, you still took him back, Loren. You made a choice. You chose to take that individual back. How can you be mad at that man? If you chose to take him back, if it was that serious, you wouldn't have taken him back.
That's not true. Oh, God. Women take men back for things that are very serious all the time.
But you still made the choice, is what I'm saying. You made a choice to get back with this person. So what is the issue? 1-800-585-1051.
No, you didn't just
Open
eat that
up the
like
phone
you thought.
lines. I didn't say I ate nothing. I'm just throwing things out there.
What is the question? Because I'm confused.
Why? What is the question? I guess we're just having a discussion about break babies. Should that be a deal breaker in a relationship? Because my thing is, if the women are choosing to take these men back after they have babies, or vice versa, I'm sure there's situations where a man chose to take a woman back if she had a baby. If they're choosing to have these, if y'all are choosing to take these individuals back, why is it a problem?
Because you still have emotions involved, and it's a whole human.
So don't take the person
that someone's
back.
raising. It's not that easy.
Well, let's talk about it. 1-800-585-1051. What is our opinion of break babies? Huh?
Don't call.
What is our opinion? They are break babies. You little break baby. Okay. It's the Breakfast Club.
I might not have
The Breakfast Club.
Steady calling my phone.
It's topic time. Call 800-585-1051 to join into the discussion with the Breakfast Club.
Yes, it's the world's most dangerous morning show, The Breakfast Club. Charlamagne the God, DJ Envy, Jess Hilarious. Envy and Jess are off today, but LL Cool Bay is here, Loren LoRosa. And Reasonable Doubt got us talking break babies. You know, Jackson Lewis are dealing with the aftermath of a break baby that Lewis and Tony had on Reasonable Doubt. Tony is actually suing Jackson Lewis for the baby's death.
Yeah.
And that is, a big event in season 2. It carries into the new season of the show because the baby died, if I'm not mistaken. But
yes.
We brought that up because that triggered Loren LoRosa because that actually happened to you. Not the baby dying and everything, but you used to date a man,
fine and healthy.
And the man, y'all went on a break.
Yes.
And then the man got another girl pregnant.
Yes.
And then you took the man back.
Yeah, but so what? I could still be mad. I have the right to still feel a way about it.
I'm not saying that you shouldn't feel a way, but I feel like...
felt a way.
Felt a way. But I feel like if you and an individual chose to go on a break and you... Say you went off and had a baby, or that guy went off and had a baby. If you choose to get back with that person, then you have to accept that.
If I had went off and had a baby, that man would have never even looked my way, spoke to me again. Men, well, let me not just say men, because women can be wrong in situations too, but in this situation I dealt with, what I felt like was, because I was the woman, it was just automatically assumed that because I said, okay, let's continue to try to do this, that I didn't have feelings about the situation. That's not fair.
But you shouldn't take the person back if you're going to be still upset about it. I really, truly feel that way.
But that's like if somebody cheats, right? And you know, you've been through this. You get back with your wife and y'all figure it out and y'all work things out. There were still feelings that y'all had to go through and talk through. Just because she took you back don't mean it erases the slate. It don't happen like that.
Absolutely. But you can't keep bringing it back up if you chose to be back with that person.
See, but Jackson's situation, Reasonable Doubt, is a bit different too, because not only is there, the
let's
baby
talk about real life. Loren is way more entertaining than Jackson.
Okay, don't say that about my girl Amayatsi. Okay.
No, I'm talking about your situation.
No, you just like me being in trauma. But it's fine though because I'm in such a better place now. One thing I learned, I'm not doing no breaks.
So why it still trigger you then?
It triggered me because I just remember how I felt. I remember having to find out from somebody that was other than him. My whole family finding out and how embarrassing that was. Having to deal with now you're watching him raise a kid with another person.
And you right there with him because you chose to take him back. So you stepmama.
Yeah, but it's still
Superman.
Shut up. Calling my baby my mom, grandma, and everything. But it still it was hurt. Like you feel hurt still. Like it's just like ugh.
Well, let's go to the phone and see how these break babies have impacted others. Good morning. Who's this?
Hey, it's Monique.
Hey, Monique. How are you?
Hey, Monique.
I'm good. How are you?
I'm blessed, black, and highly favored. Are you a break baby, or do you know? Did your man have a break baby on you?
So it wasn't technically a break. So we literally were like dating. There wasn't like a title or anything. We were dating for like 6 months in. Now, mind you, we're just dating, so I don't know this yet that there's a baby. And then the bomb was dropped. I didn't find out about the baby until 2 weeks before she had the baby. So, like, the whole time we were dating, I didn't know there was a baby about to be being born. So, like Loren said, it's really like the lying part of it. Because technically we weren't in a official relationship, but we were dating like as if that's what we were moving towards. But it's like you lied the whole time, and then I had to find out from somebody else. You didn't even tell me.
Yeah, I don't think.
Then that's really the part that's hard to get over is the lying.
Yeah, I'm with you. I don't think your situation is the same, though. And the reason I don't think your situation is the same because we're talking about people who are in relationships, broke up, for whatever, they went on a break from each other, and then during the break, the person got somebody pregnant. Like,
yeah,
that's what happened.
But I still feel like it's a betrayal of trust, though.
Yes.
Whether you are in,
it don't matter. 6 months can be intense. That
you
can
don't
be
even know
your
that man's middle name.
First of all,
what are you talking about? 6 months?
Yes, Charlamagne.
6 months.
I just feel like you're dating with the intent of being in a relationship. So it's like if you're gonna lie about that, and we technically aren't even official, then what else are you gonna lie about?
I'm with you. But 6 months is such a temporary period. That is like, God, come on now. Like, that's the probationary period. Good morning. Who's this?
This is Taylor.
Peace, Taylor. How are you?
I'm all right. How you doing, Charlotte?
Blessed, black, and highly favored. So, we talking break babies.
Break babies. I had one child, and my kid's father cheated on me and had another child, a daughter, outside of our son. We decided to get back together, and we had a third child together. We weren't married, but I took in his break baby. And we ended up having another child. So we had 4 kids with this break baby. And it was hard because he was done having kids after our third one, but I wanted a girl. The only girl we had was the break baby. So, Loren, I think you did the right thing by moving on because now this break baby texts me all the time. She sends me senior heads, all types of stuff.
Well, you got kids, though, so you got siblings. So y'all have to, like, that's hard, too, because no matter emotionally how you feel, you got to put the kids first. But the fact that you said you wanted a baby girl and his only baby girl is the baby that he had outside, I know that hurt you. I know that hurt.
Yeah. But I came back around, Loren, so by the time our 4th child got about 10, he was entering kindergarten, I took another break and I had a baby. So now he raises my daughter.
I know that's right. Yup.
So hold on now. Let me get this right.
You.
So you got a break baby and he got a break baby.
Yes, my break baby's 6 and his break baby's 17. I got senior heads yesterday and this morning he's sending mine to kindergarten.
But this is what I respect about both of y'all. Y'all made a choice. Y'all took a break. Y'all ended up having other babies, and then y'all made a choice to be back together. And now y'all are co-parenting the way you should because both of y'all made choices to be with each other again.
We did, and then accountability was hard because when she got about 6, 7, 8, I was like, look, I want my own daughter. She was never there. The mom didn't like me. I couldn't buy her certain clothes. So, yeah, I kind of wish I would have bowed out earlier, but at the same time, it kind of worked out. But the dad still never married me. I'm still single. So, yeah.
Damn.
Wait, so you...
I know.
Damn.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he never married me. We've been together since 2004.
So y'all still together?
Our first son was born in 2006. Yep, our oldest is turning 19 in November.
He might feel...
At this point, I'm like, we done raised break babies and we still ain't married.
Yeah, he might feel like he can't trust you, but I don't know why he feel like that.
I can't trust him either.
Exactly.
You're right. Thank you for calling.
It's a crazy
But you heard
world
what she
we live
said,
in.
though? Accountability.
What? Accountability, yes. Okay.
And that's my only thing. If you choose to still be with a person after the break, baby, then that's on you. You got to eat that. Reasonable Doubt, the show on Hulu. I guess y'all not watching it because a bunch of y'all deleted y'all Disney accounts allegedly. Okay, after they got rid of Jimmy Kimmel. That's what y'all saying.
I Heart Festival on there either. So please go watch the Breakfast Club's Twitch.
Oh, that is true.
Mm-hmm.
Reasonable Doubt got us talking about break babies because Jackson Lewis are dealing with the aftermath of a break baby that Lewis and Tony had, and Loren LoRosa had a situation where she was with a guy and they went on a break and
we'll never break again. Dang. I will never, and the relationship I'm in right now, we in it. We either gonna do it or we not. I'm not breaking nothing because it's just nope.
Well, the man went on a break, had a baby, but Loren, you still took him back.
I did.
Okay, and my only thing is if you are a woman and y'all go on a break and the man ends up having a baby and you take him back, then you have to eat that. You made a choice to get back with that man. But listen, even after I got over the anger of it, the hurt, it was so bad for us for probably that first year. It'd be days where I didn't even speak to him. And I know that he wasn't happy in that situation. That's another thing too, is you That's
can't.
That's so silly to me.
But you can't, sometimes you literally can't stop. It'll be small things. I remember my first time seeing a picture of the baby, I cried for 3 days.
Damn.
Oh my! It hurts.
So why take the man back?
Because
what made you feel like you should have taken him back?
In the back of your mind, you're thinking okay, I've invested this time in this person. I'm here, and I wanted this was the person that I thought I wanted to do all of that with. Let me just not throw it away. Let me try. But that was the hardest thing I ever tried to get through. I would not suggest it for anybody.
My thing is, if you're gonna take the man back, you better be the best stepmommy you can be. I don't want to hear all that complaining.
I was a great stepmom until we broke up.
Good morning. Who's this?
Good morning. This is Rhonda calling from H-Town.
Peace, Rhonda. How are you?
I'm blessed and highly favored. How are you?
I'm blessed, black, and highly favored. Now, we talking break babies. Talk to me. What's your story?
So, I feel a break baby, if you take the person back, you have to take it all back. You knew what they did. You accepted it.
That's right.
But now, Loren said that they had terms and he broke the terms. Okay, so you broke the terms and you brought a baby. So you have to be able to accept that, knowing that you might find out more. So that was a choice you made, and you have to live with that. And you can't continue to bring it back in the situation. I know it's a baby. There are going to be triggers. You have to live with that, and you have to figure that out yourself. In the same way as infidelity. If you say, okay, I forgive you, there are going to be triggers, and you have to go and figure that out yourself, because you cannot continue to hold that over a person's head for years or so long, because it's not right. If you say you forgive, and you don't forgive. But if you forgive, you have to move on. And if you can't, then let that person be.
I agree wholeheartedly. If you don't like something, let it go and leave it alone. Don't take that something and say, hey, we're back together, and then make life miserable for you and that person for the rest of y'all lives. That's ridiculous.
We ain't together no more.
I know, but when y'all was together, you was being miserable. Why? You chose to get back with that person. Good morning. Who's this?
This is Kelly. How are you?
Peace, Kelly. How are you? We talking break.
I am.
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry. How are you?
I'm doing good.
I'm glad to hear that. We're talking break babies this morning. Tell me your story. You might be entitled to compensation.
Okay, I don't have a break baby story. The story I got is not safe for radio. But with Loren, and first I want to say, Loren and Jess, you ladies have bossed up so well, and I'm so proud of both of you. It started off a little rocky, but y'all boss lady through it, and y'all got through it. But with that being said, when you build up that type of persona, characteristics within yourself, you think that that's supposed to guide every part of your life. And even in the face of all the boundaries you set, when you guys decided to take your break, you still went against the boundaries that you set because you made a decision with your heart.
Yeah.
And it's okay to have made a decision with your heart. We all do that as women every now and then. It doesn't make you any less of a boss lady because you made a decision with your heart. The key is, as you get older, you learn that it's two sides to a coin with women. We the boss ladies and we vulnerable. The key is not to let either side dictate more than the other and create that balance. But that comes with time, life lessons, and wisdom. I'm 52, and I learned that because when I was your age, I was doing the same thing. But as I got older and I got more wisdom, I learned that either side can't dominate the other. I have to create that balance.
Talk that talk, queen.
That's crazy because so in the relationship I'm in now, that's one of the conversations we had a lot this weekend, because I do struggle with that often, like trying to be in control, and because in my everyday life I'm in charge, I have to be. in my relationship, I gotta learn to to let a man be a man. So that's been a very challenging. And I don't have But
you got two guys though, so maybe you could be a boss with one and then be vulnerable with the other.
Maybe you can go to
and
hell.
vice versa.
You know what? Maybe you can go there.
Okay.
I think they have a seat reserved.
Well,
Cabana. Go lay in the heat, in the fire.
I'm gonna tell you what I find
Burn.
funny. The fact that the women that call up here that got break babies actually call them break babies. Like, do you have them saved under your phone as break babies?
No, you don't do that.
'Cause imagine being called a break baby in a heated argument.
At least, listen, I might not have a dad, but at least I wasn't no break baby. I was on purpose.
How do you know?
They
Have
told
you
me.
ever had that
My
conversation?
mom. Yes, my mom has always told me.
Okay.
She sought him out because she was ready to have me. Okay. What?
So you weren't conceived out of love. She just went to seek somebody out.
It was out of passion. It was out of passion.
So you like a test tube baby.
No.
Not a break baby. Oh my God.
She was hitting her clock. She had to get me here.
Damn. Do we have the latest with Loren coming up?
Yes, we do.
Jesus Christ. Why is it my fault? You just told us that your mommy just had you because the time was running out. It was the bottom of the ninth
I'd rather
inning.
be a break baby
oh
now.
Oh my God. You a field goal. She made it though.
What?
You a field goal at the end of the game, Loren.
Coming up next in the latest, we have LeBron James. He is finally speaking on where him and Drake stand today.
All right. We'll talk about it when we come back. It's The Breakfast Club.
The Breakfast Club.
Yes, it's the world's most dangerous morning show, The Breakfast Club. Charlamagne the God, DJ Envy, Jess Hilarious. Envy and Jess are not here today, but LL Cool Bay is. Loren LoRosa, and it's time for the latest.
Loren be coming with straight facts. She gets them from somebody that knows somebody.
She gets the details.
I'm the homegirl that knows a little bit about everything.
She be having the latest on you.
The latest with Loren LoRosa.
Sometimes she have facts, sometimes she have details, sometimes she have a little bit of everything.
Well, it's the latest.
On The Breakfast Club.
Talk to me.
LeBron sat down with Speedy for 360 with Speedy on Complex, and they talked about a ton of things, but they did get into Drake and LeBron's relationship at this point. Let's take a listen.
Someone you have been friends with seemingly forever, Drake. Are y'all cool? What's the status there? Is this someone you always have love for?
Always wish him the best. Obviously, different places right now. Currently, he's doing his thing. I'm doing mine. But it's always love for sure.
And dropping the clues bombs for Speedy though.
Be getting them, don't he?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I could care less about LeBron and Drake, but I'm glad that Speedy got that sit down with Bron.
Yes,
and got that question off.
Yes, it was a great. I was expecting Speedy to follow up a little bit more, get into the things, but it was an update because we've never heard LeBron speak about it. He's always just moved on as if there was nothing actually happening. So yeah,
that's not Speedy's style though.
Sometimes he will. He'll jokingly do it, and by this point in the interview, him and LeBron had already joked. He done been through LeBron be lying. Like, you know, he's really good at making all of the talent that he sits with feel like they the homie. So I think he could have, in his own Speedy, funny way, I think it would have worked, but only he could have done it in that, like, it would have had to be, like, funny. But he was very funny throughout the whole interview, as he always is. So I think he could have done it. But I did want to know specifically what did LeBron, if he even cared about the whole, like, tattoo removal, like that whole thing with Drake.
And Bron probably, like, he should have never got the tattoo to begin with. First of all, let's be clear about choices. I keep telling y'all about choices. Why y'all don't want to respect choices? Drake made the choice to go get LeBron's name or the jersey tattooed on him. Okay, that was a personal choice. They ain't got nothing to do with Bron.
Well, we will never know. Or maybe we just don't know right now. But shout out to Speedy. But that was an update that went crazy because people just wanted to hear it. Now, in other news, speaking of things that had people going crazy this weekend, there's an AI music artist. Her name is Zania Monet. Now, the news came out over the weekend that Zania Monet signed a multi-million-dollar record deal. Now, this had a lot of artists upset, like actual music artists, human artists. Kehlani, SZA, Chloe Bailey, they all came out and had some things to say. Let's take a listen to Kehlani.
There is an AI R&B artist who just signed a multi-million-dollar deal and has a top 5 R&B album, and the person is doing none of the work. I think you guys think that AI can just be the cover for something, which some people can use. They can make an AI cover. AI can also make the entire song. You can have a song that's one type of song and say, AI, make this into a country song, and it'll literally rewrite, re-sing in a country voice and redo the entire thing. And they don't have to credit anyone. Nothing and no one on earth will ever be able to justify AI to me, especially not in the creative arts, in which people have worked hard for, trained for, slept on the floor for, and got injuries for, worked for their entire lives. I'm sorry. I don't respect it.
She's got a point.
Now, Zania Monet, this a little known fact. So she's an R&B artist, and she has like a crazy amount of streams online. But here's the thing. So Monet is actually an AI-powered creation of a Mississippi woman named Talisha Jones.
And that's what I was about to ask. Who created her?
Yeah, so Talisha Jones, who writes her own lyrics, uses the AI platform Suno to make them into music. And this has sparked the conversation because, you know, there were a lot of, when the news broke of the meeting, even before the deal was signed, there was a lot of conversation about, you know, how do you even do that deal? Because, you know, the human is going to own certain things and then the label has to come in a certain way. And there's just a lot of different ways to shift to think about this.
Talisha is like the artist. So I'm sure she's got the deal.
Yeah, she is the one who inked the deal. And it says creators like Jones can secure intellectual property protection on the lyrics and music they write themselves, but the protection depends on the extent to which AI is used in the process and to what extent they disclose that. Like, how much do you tell what is being used? But yeah, so people came out swinging about this. They were very upset. But I will say, the music is good.
I mean, if Talisha Jones is an actual artist herself, and she actually writes herself, and she decided, you know what, I want to have me an AI artist that I'm going to, you know, write music for and help coach AI to create music for. I don't know if that's a problem. If I was these artists like Kalani and everybody else, I'd be creating me an artist too.
Listen, take a listen. Let's take a listen to Zania Monet's music. Let's take a listen.
Love don't sound like silence. Love don't feel like hiding. I swear my heart forgot what freedom feels like. I'm locked up behind these walls, crying now, but you don't hear me at all. You got the key, but you won't set me free, and I'm losing myself trying to love you more than me. I can't breathe, I can't move. I'm alive, but I'm not living if this is love.
If this is where the music industry is going, right? I just wonder, like, if you create an artist, who gets production and writing credits? Will the creators of these AI platforms be able to say, hey, you made this on our platform, so we get a piece of it? Like, do we get a piece of the production? We get a piece of the publishing? I don't know. Where does it end?
So based on, I'm reading a Billboard report, and they're kind of having that conversation. They say that it's a case by case basis, because the U.S. Copyright Office has issued a major report that said that the use of AI is an assistive tool for human expression, which would be fair. So it makes, you know, fair game when you're trying to claim different things, but it's case by case because I guess it depends on who lends what to where.
But what if the AI is writing the lyrics? If the AI did the beat, like, I'm just saying, I wonder who gets credit. Like, will the creators of these AI platforms be able to, you know, claim credit because it's their platform?
Yeah,
I don't know,
because even in this situation, there are some legal experts that were saying that her using the AI assisted tool made it a little tricky because the lyrics were penned by Jones, who was the actual woman who writes the stuff, and they're obviously hers, but her managers say that she used a combination of, you know, different AI models and other live elements to create the music. So that raises key questions. How much human contribution does it take to establish copyright on an entire song? I don't know, man, but the music sounded good. That's what got me. I was like, this actually sounds like great. It sounds like there's feeling, like there's a person.
It's limited. It's a limited amount of money you can make off that music too, though, right? Because I mean, you'll get paid off streams, you'll get paid off radio play, but you know, you'll never be able to tour.
Why not? Why you can't take a hologram somewhere? For real?
That's not happening. First of all, think about how much money it costs to make holograms, and to actually have the holograms in these venues, because it's not like you're going to start off in arenas. It's not like you're going to start off in stadiums.
No, but if it becomes more popular and easier to do the same way, because at one point just doing this would have been like, imagine that.
One of those AI artists would have to really, really, really blow up and be able to pack a stadium, which is not easy to do, by the way. AI or otherwise.
Yeah.
Okay. In order for that to make sense for them to be doing holograms to perform for crowds. I mean, we just came from Vegas. Chris Brown did Allegiant Stadium 2 nights in a row.
Yeah.
Think about how long Chris Brown been grinding. in order to do something like that.
Literally.
It's been 20 years.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Who knows?
Yeah, well, artists are upset. I know Chloe Bailey, I saw her say AI should be banned when it comes to creative spaces, and that this made her sad, because she's a singer.
I get it.
Yeah, that's it for the latest this morning.
All right, we got the People's Choice Mix coming up next. I'm not even going to lie to y'all. I was about to give y'all the phone number and like NBB line. You know, NBB line be like 1-800-555-1051. Call up and request a song. The mix is already pre-recorded. It's the Breakfast Club. Yep, it's the world's most dangerous morning show, the Breakfast Club. Charlamagne the God, DJ Envy, Jess Hilarious. Envy and Jess are off, but Loren LoRosa is here. We were at the iHeartRadio Music Festival all weekend. Me and Lauren just got back last night. What time did you land, Lauren?
I got back at like 9:30, 10.
I think I landed at the same time. What flight you was on?
No, maybe I was on a Delta flight. Maybe it was 9:30.
Yeah, I was on JetBlue. What?
It might have been earlier than that. I don't know. I'm so delusional from the time changes.
That's how I feel too, man. But salute to the iHeartRadio Music Festival. If you've never, I'm not saying this because I work for the company. If you've never been to the iHeartRadio Music Festival, you should go at least once in your life. It is a family affair. It really is a generational thing because you'll have artists like, The Offspring. You'll have artists like Mariah Carey, but then you'll have Glorilla.
Yep.
Then you'll have Ed Sheeran, LL Cool J. You know what I mean? What's the Tate McRae, who everybody was raving about, So it really is something for everybody, man. I don't think that there's a more diverse festival that's from race to generation, everything, more than the iHeartRadio Music Festival. So salute to everybody we saw out in Vegas this weekend.
I had a great time in Vegas. Shout out to iHeart. I'm going every year. That was fun.
Well, maybe.
What?
You never know around here.
Don't say that. I just got here.
Okay.
All this stuff got to be happening.
That's why you got to enjoy the moment.
I enjoy every moment to the fullest, and I enjoyed this weekend, and it's on our stream. We were on stream on Twitch, Breakfast Club's Twitch. Please go check out day 1 and day 2. We were in there acting up a little bit. We had a good time.
I will say this though, if you do what you're supposed to do and you work the way you're supposed to work, you'll be at the iHeartRadio Music Festival.
That is a goal.
Yes. So exactly. That's exactly how you should look at it.
Yep.
Yes. It's like when you want to treat on the weekend. So you eat clean all week and you work out all week. You know what I mean?
This got me. I thought you said, well, you want to cheat on the weekend. I'm like, Charlamagne, I just got in this relationship.
You're the only person with 2 guys.
What is you talking? I done
Shout out to Toot Galore.
I'd have been retired dad. I don't know what you talking about.
I want to salute to Bobbi Brown, man. Bobbi Brown joined us this morning. She has a new book out, Still Bobbi, a masterclass in leading an authentic life. So if you love Bobbi Brown, cosmetics, or you love Jones Road Cosmetics, you want to know more about the story of Bobbi Brown, go pick that book up, Still Bobbi, a masterclass in leading an authentic life. And I also want to say, I want to salute to everybody who will be joining us on October 11th. It is my 5th annual Mental Wealth Expo, okay? My 5th annual Mental Wealth Expo is happening Saturday, October 11th from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. at the Joel and Diane Bloom Wellness and Event Center. It is in honor of World Mental Health Day. It is a day of mental health education and healing. It is a day of panels and breakout rooms. Some of the best mental health professionals in the country, like Dr. Rita Walker, Debbie Brown, Dr. Alfie Breland Noble, Dr. Jay Barnett, Elliot Connie, Corey Minor Smith, Jason Wilson is going to be there. And later this week, I'll be telling you some more individuals that will be joining us. And it is a free event. Free. I wouldn't even want to do this event if it wasn't for free. So Saturday, October 11th, 11 a.m. to 4 p.m., the Joel and Diane Bloom Wellness and Event Center at the New Jersey Institute of Technology in Newark, New Jersey. My 5th annual Mental Wealth Expo. Join us. You can go to mentalwealthexpo.com to register to be there. What you got, Lauren?
Honey, I'm trying to take the people to Delaware. Homecoming season is upon us. It is the best HBCU time. Homecoming season is here. So Friday, October 10th, HBCU Delaware State alumni. Join me in Wilmington, Delaware at the Queen Theater for Delaware State University's Alumni Homecoming Kickoff Party. I do it every year, and it is a great turnout. Tickets available at iflevents.com. That is iflevents.com. You don't got to be Delaware State alumni to come and party with the best HBCU on the planet.
That's the only way people going to Delaware State, if they're alumni. Ain't nobody making a trip to Delaware.
The people be pulling up. They be fascinated.
Who they playing?
I'll tell you in a second.
You don't even know. That's what I'm talking about. You see what I'm saying?
But that's the day. That's not even the game day. The game day is Saturday.
Okay. Salute to Delaware State. Ain't Deshaun Jackson y'all coach?
Yes, he is. And we've been on a winning streak.
What?
We've been on a winning streak.
Let me look and see how many
I swear,
games.
my uncle
you don't even know what the hell's going on. Hold on.
My uncle just posted it on Facebook. I saw it yesterday.
It's only been like 2 games. Let me see. Y'all first in the MEAC.
Yes, because we're on a winning streak. Delaware State University winning streak
Y'all
continues.
3-1 under Deshaun Jackson.
It's now 3 straight wins, a first in the program since 2012. It's time to get excited about the Hornets, y'all.
That's dope. Salute to Deshaun Jackson, man.
Yes.
Salute.
Now,
I hope y'all can pay him. Now, what? Yeah, I just hope y'all can pay him.
We play this. Go ahead.
You have no idea what the hell's going on. The positive note is simply this. It comes from Bobbi Brown, who joined us early this morning. Always remember that how you feel about yourself is more important than how you look. I repeat, how you feel about yourself is more important than how you look. Feeling confident, being comfortable in your skin, that's what really makes you beautiful. Have a great day.
Breakfast Club, bitches!
Y'all finished or y'all done?